As we get closer to the end of life for Windows 10 on October the 14th, I have covered every method I could think of on how to upgrade your Windows 10 computer to Windows 11 and bypassing those Microsoft hardware requirements. So since I've covered every method I know of, I thought let's just create a new method using AI. Stick around. You already know the drill. I've done a bunch of videos on how to upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11. I've done a bunch of videos on how to optimize that Windows 11 installation. And so today, I'm going to try something fun. I'm going to use my favorite AI model to create a tool for me that will do the Windows installation, bypassing all those hardware checks, optimizing Windows for privacy, and removing any unnecessary software that I'm never going to use. Now, this is one of them methods I don't recommend you trying on your daily driver. Anytime you're using AI, there's always that possibility for error. This is more for entertainment, let's say. I'm going to use my preferred AI model, which is Google's Gemini, and I'm just going to ask it to create me an installation file that will do all of those things for me, and we'll see how it works out. But first, if your copy of Windows 10 or 11 is not registered, check out today's sponsor.
Are you using an unregistered version of Windows 11? Then you need to check out keysfan.com. Keysfan offers a wide range of products including Windows 11, Windows 10, and even older versions like
Windows 7.
Need Office software? They got you covered with keys for Office 2019 and Office 2021. And here's the best part. You can save big with exclusive coupon codes by using my code RKT50 to get 50% off all Windows series. That means you can get Windows 11 Pro for less than $20. But wait, there's more. For Microsoft Office, use my code RKT62 to get a massive 62% off. Buying is super easy. Just add your chosen product key to your cart, apply the coupon code, and pay securely via PayPal or credit card. You'll receive your genuine activation key in no time. Once you have your product key, go back to the activation page, click on Change Product Key, enter the product key you just purchased, and click Activate. Be sure to check out keysfan.com.
Real quick, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets my videos out to more people. Thank you, and let's get back to the video. I'm going to make sure that I have a flash drive with at least 8 gigabytes of space for my Windows installation, and let's go jump on the PC. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is go download Windows 11 from the official Microsoft download site. I'm going to click here on download Windows 11. I'm going to scroll down to create Windows 11 installation media. And before I do that, I'm going to insert a flash drive with at least 8 gigs of space. So if you are attempting this at your own risk, don't forget to insert your flash drive. I'm going to go ahead and click download now. And this will be in my downloads folder. You can see here I have the media creation tool. I'm going to go ahead and run it. Alright, so I'm just going to accept the license, and I'm going to keep this checkbox, use the recommended options for this PC. English Windows 11 is what I'm installing, and I'm going to click next. And I'm going to keep this top option here to use a USB flash drive, and I'm going to click next. And it has identified my flash drive here, so I'm going to click next. I'll skip forward to this installation media disk is finished. Alright, now that our flash drive is ready, I'm going to click finish. And now we should have a flash drive here with our Windows setup on it. So I am going to close this out for now. Now normally at this point we would be downloading and using a third-party tool that assists us with bypassing hardware requirements, optimizing Windows, all of that stuff. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to go grab our favorite AI model and tell it to write us a script. You can use whichever AI you prefer, whether that's Grok, Gemini, ChatGPT, etc. I'm going to use Gemini. That is just my AI model of choice. So I'm just going to go navigate here to Gemini in my Google Apps. Now we are here just at a standard prompt. This will be very similar no matter which AI you use. And now I'm just simply going to tell Gemini what I want. Okay, so what I've put in here is I've said create an unattended XML file for a Windows 11 installation that will bypass hardware requirements, optimize privacy settings, debloat windows of any third-party apps, and bypass the requirement for a Microsoft account. Now you can tweak this prompt for anything additional that you want to include or exclude. This is simply all I'm going to put in here, and now I'm going to hit send, and let's just see what Gemini does. And you can see there Gemini's going through the motions, and Gemini says, of course, here's a complete auto-unattend.xml file for a Windows 11 installation that incorporates your requirements. And it gives you instructions. Copy the entire XML content below into a plain text editor like Notepad. Save the file with the exact name auto-unattend.xml. Place this file in the root directory of your bootable Windows 11 USB drive, which we just created. Boot your computer from the USB drive. The Windows installation will automatically use this file and proceed without requiring any user input. Warning, this script will completely erase the primary hard drive disk 0 on the target computer. Back up any important data before using it. You must also review and change the placeholder values for the computer name, username, and password. I'm going to break in here real quick. This was my first mistake that I had to go back and correct. Whenever we copy this over to a text file, you need to replace the display name and name with something else, whatever you would normally create your username as. You don't have to have a password, but you do need to replace those two placeholders there. Okay. If you don't, it's fine, but it will prompt you to do it during the installation. I could have told Gemini what username I wanted to use during the prompt, and this wouldn't have been an issue. So again, I will stress here, I'm doing this to even see if it will work. I'm not recommending that you try this, especially if this is a computer that you have data on there that you can't afford to lose. I'm doing this on a test computer. It can brick my computer and it will not hurt me a bit. So proceed at your own risk. Now you can see here, it's created the XML document for us. This is all of the code that it created for us. And then if you come down here, it explains what it's done. This would also be good to read through. I'm going to skim through this. You just make sure that if you attempt this, you skim through yours, because this will be very different depending on what you prompted. And I'm going through here and I'm making sure that there's nothing in here that I did not want included. Okay, and now I'm going to go back up here to the top. I'm going to copy my script here. That's copied to the clipboard. I'm going to open up Notepad. I'm going to copy the contents into Notepad. I'm going to save as auto-unattend.xml and change this to all files. I'm going to go ahead and save this to my flash drive, and I'm going to close everything out. So now, if I go back to this flash drive, so here's my flash drive recreated. You can see this auto-unattend file that we just added to our installation. If I open it up, you can see all of the source code here. So now all I have to do is boot from this drive and we'll see if it works. So with my installation USB, with my unattended file installed, I'm going to boot to this disk. So for me, that's going to be F12. This is a Dell computer. I'll put up a graphic for some of the common boot keys by manufacturer, but you can always just Google your manufacturer as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click restart. Okay, and now I'm going to select my boot device here, which is the PNY USB. I'm going to press enter. We should now boot from that installation drive, and we will see if it was successful. I'll fast forward through the setup. All right, and we are in Windows, and as you can see here, there's no pinned apps. If I go to all apps, there's no garbage in here, just a few standard things. Let's go check the version of Windows that we're on. All right, and as you can see here, somewhere, let's see, here we go. I am on Windows 11 Pro 24H2. Installed on today's date. Let's go see Windows updates. You're up to date. We'll continue to check daily. I'll click check for updates. I'm sure there's probably some that need to be done. While that's checking for updates, let's check on our activation status. It says my activation state is active. We can take a look at processes. Very few. No apps running. Just your normal Windows processes running in the background. All right, and that is it. Okay, and there you have it. Now, I'm gonna double down on saying that I do not recommend you trying this on your daily driver. I was not successful the first time. That took 3 attempts for that to work. And the first 2 times it failed during the middle of the installation, and I had to go back and get Gemini to scan the code and look for errors. And in both situations, Gemini found errors in the code that it created. Finally, on the 3rd attempt, I was successful. So, if it's something you're interested in playing around with, do it on a test computer. You can tweak the file until you get it just right and then use that file for multiple installations. What are your thoughts? Drop me a comment below. Also drop me a comment for any other content you'd like me to cover in a future video. Do me a favor, please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel helps me get my video out to more people, and it enables me to continue bringing you content just like this on a weekly basis. Be sure to check out some of these other video suggestions, and as always, thank you for watching, and until next time.